If you would like to help support the channel, check out our links on our homepage. You can subscribe and follow our Instagram for all the latest channel going-ons, or click on our Ko-fi link to make a donation. You can also click on our Goblin Gaming affiliates link. They sell Games Workshop, gaming mats, terrain, accessories and many more items. And of course, Adeptus Titanicus, all at discounted rates. Anything you buy, using the link, the channel gets a little in return. Thanks very much and enjoy the show. Welcome back, Princeps, and in this video I spent £6.99 on White Dwarf for a single Warmaster article. Is it worth it? Okay, so what is the article all about? The Slayer of Gods. This is essentially an introduction to the Warmaster. There is a little bit of fluff, Horus Heresy. This is telling you to buy the rules, very good. And then there is a little bit here, and it's basically saying this article is 2 narrative missions in which to use your Warmaster Titans. There's a little bit of fluff here about the Slayer of Gods, which seems to be some sort of nickname for the Warmaster, and it's basically how GW are cramming it into the fluff. Very difficult to do. The lore is established, I think is the word, and trying to shoehorn anything new is very difficult for them. But let's all just be happy that we've got a brand new Titan. It appears there is some sort of big secret because they're so powerful. Yeah, Imperator Titans have been common knowledge for quite a while. So as I said before, very difficult to shoehorn these things in. We also have quite a lovely photo of some nice Titans, etc. What is hiding in plain sight? The only obvious thing really is, for me, the volcano cannon on the Warbringer. So that will obviously be coming soon. It's quite shiny, my light's bouncing off it. What else can you see? Nothing obvious, just some very large Warmasters. Okay, so when we turn the page it takes us to the first of 2 narrative missions. Nice picture of a Warmaster again, and then the Red Planet Flame mission. Based on Mars, and basically all the Legios are going at it, and they're starting to break out their Warmasters, hurrah! So battle groups, one player controls the force of Legio Ignatum and the other controls Legio Mortis. Obviously you can use any Legios you want, if any at all. Both players select a battle group, and this is 3,000 points, and you must include one, and no more than one, Warmaster Heavy Battle Titan in your selection. 4x4 board, which is nice, moderate amount of natural terrain, rocky outcrops, blah blah blah. So if you've got a Mars mat, etc., you can really theme this one up, can't you? Stratagems, you have 3 points each, and they can only be spent on Legio specifics. That's fine. Deployment, you go, I go, with an 8-inch deployment, and then roll off the first player. It's 5 rounds, and at the end of it, the winner is determined by most victory points scored. So you get 10 victory points if you destroy the opposing player's Warmaster, and 5 victory points if your own Warmaster Titan has not been destroyed. Now in addition, you score 5 points if the total points value of enemy units that have been destroyed is greater than that of enemy units remaining on the battlefield. And you score 5 more victory points if the total points of friendly units remaining on the battlefield is greater than the total points value of friendly units that have been destroyed. So the name of the game here is kill the enemy, keep your stuff alive. Being that a Warmaster is going to be a third of your battle force points, if you kill the enemy Warmaster, you're on your way to victory, aren't you? Straight away. You're also going to take out a lot of its firepower if it goes down. So essentially, yes, it's a slug match against the Warmasters, and the other Titans are playing the supporting role. Obviously they're valuable because the more of those little ones you keep alive, I say little, the more points you can score. So selection will be interesting, won't it? Obviously you're going to take your Warmaster. How on earth do you want to do that other 2,000 points? You want to go all Warhounds, make it, spread them out. It's a lot of firepower, a lot of activations, or 2,000 points of Warlords. So yeah, quite interesting, quite fun. Obviously quite a good one to play when you break out your Warmasters. I imagine most people will have one each. So yeah, simple but effective. So the last 2 pages of this article is the Siege of Travo and Nor. That's how I'm going to say it. It's the second narrative mission that you're getting. There's a bit of fluff all about it, where it's set, who takes part, some of that stuff. If you buy this, then you can read that yourself. Meat and potatoes is the battle groups. So the Loyalist player is all Warmaster Titans. From any force you like, doesn't matter. Different legios, just get as many as you can. 3 or 4 would be good, because this is a large game. The traitors will then have a battle group in points equal to how many Warmasters you have. So 3 Warmasters, it's around 3,000 points. The traitor force is going to be 3,000 points. It is just Titans. There is no support, there is no knights, none of that stuff. So it is a standard wad of Titans versus Warmasters. The battlefield is a 6x4 because this is a big game. The fluff kind of says that it's a industrial build-up, forge theme, so obviously you can do whatever you want. There are no stratagems in this game. That's fine if you've got multiple loyalist Warmasters from multiple different legios. You don't want to be stacking up those stratagem points for the traitors, so it is nil pois, and you just got to get on with it. So the interesting thing about this game is the special rule, War Everlasting. So if we say we've got 3 loyalist Warmasters, your traitors got 3,000 points of Titans. If they want to take all Warhounds, for example, your Warmasters are going to be seriously out-activated. The gist of this rule is once all the Warmasters have been activated and there are outstanding traitor Titans to be activated, after one of those traitor Titans has made an activation, it actually goes back to the loyalist side. They can pick a Warmaster and it can do one of 2 actions. It can fire, the Titan can fire a single arm weapon and a single shoulder or carapace weapon, or it can make a turn of up to 45 degrees in any direction. So this is quite clever. It takes out the out-activating sting. You can always introduce this into other friendly games, other narrative games, anything you like really. So that's quite cool. It keeps the Warmasters being real dangerous, especially if you keep going back and forth. You can make that turn, line up a shot, knowing that you can come back to your Warmaster and fire again. So that's really interesting. I think that's really cool, and it'd be good to throw into other games for fun. Okay, deployment. The Warmasters, by the looks of it, pick a side. It's an 8-inch deployment and they drop the lot, and then the traitor gets the advantage of dropping everything afterwards. And then you roll off for the Opus Titanicus. Battle length is only 4 rounds. There's a lot of activations, potentially a lot of Titans on the board on the traitor side, so keeps the game short and keeps it snappy. This is also relevant because of the victory conditions. Basically the idea is to destroy more than half of the Warmasters on the table to win the game. So in 4 turns the traitors really just have to go for it and head down, full stride, and just go for those kills and see what they can do. The other really good thing about this game is it is essentially designed for multiplayer. The Loyalist, you know, who's going to buy 3 or 4 Warmasters? Okay, there are definitely people out there. Am I one of them? Let's wait and see. But essentially, you know, 3 of your mates, you grab a Warmaster each, you're the Loyalist players, and then you can take on, you know, 1 traitor player with 3,000 points, or split that up into 2, so you can have 5, you know, 6 players doing this, more than 2, and just being in command of a single Warmaster for a whole game, I think would just be really good fun as well. Caveat to that, they've given some secondary victory conditions for a bit more fun and some bragging rights. So essentially you can be the winning Loyalist Titan by having the most engine kills and things like that, and you can be the winning traitor player by killing the most Warmasters, that kind of thing. So a really fun mission, a really good one, post-lockdown, get your mates together, get some beers, bring your Warmaster, and yeah, just go mental. So I am very much looking forward to playing this one. So there you go, Princeps, that is White Dwarf issue 462. Is it worth your £6.99 for an article on Warmaster narrative missions? Probably not, but I bought it anyway. It is a good issue. It has got all these computer games and stuff, something for 40k, whatever that's about, and generally quite a chunky issue for all those other articles if you play those other games. What I would have liked is a battle report to go with the narrative missions, but alas, a Warmaster battle report will be in next issue, so I have to fork out another £6.99 for a single article that I'm interested in reading. A final note here, we have this lovely Warmaster painted by Matt, and it does say here, to make getting to all the details and weapons easier, I've painted all the weapon options so that I can swap them around too. I've currently got the plasma blast guns attached. So this says to me that there are magnet slots behind, or they will just slide in and out dead easy anyway. So that's comforting. So that's it, Princeps. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.